Welcome, Derk. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thanks, James.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us and taking a little bit of time out to talk about Sledge. We're really looking forward to it. Like I said, before we get into all of that, tell me a little bit about yourself. How long have you been with Sledge and what is it that you do there?
So, yeah, I'm Derk Stewart. I've been with Sledge for just over 10 years. And right now, my title is Vice President of Sales with Sledge. I kind of just handle miscellaneous stuff from day to day, and then all of our trade show things, and then dealing with, like things like doing this. And if people call in with specific questions or whatever, I'm usually the guy that tries to answer them. And so just miscellaneous kind of everyday things that go on with the business. Lindsay and I are the ones that deal with them.
Why don't you tell us the history of Sledge? Because your parent company, Peterson Brands, has a very interesting history as well. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the history of Sledge was RJ, one of the owners, with Ann, his mom. They own it, and RJ went to work for a company like about 15 years ago, and they sold industrial lighting and Sledge. And they didn't do much with Sledge, and RJ worked with them for a while, and then they figured out a way to acquire Sledge. And Sledge was invented by a boxer that for his hobbies, he would work on old classic cars and hot rods and things. And he was straightening a frame one night using a hammer and a traditional punch and swinging at it like this. And he broke his hand. And a boxer with a broken hand isn't real good. And that was like a month before. I think he had a world title fight. And so he didn't get to fight in that fight, rehabbed his hand, got another title fight, took some of the money from that, and developed our small red precision hammer. And so that's where it all started. And then it moved into the yellow ones. And then since RJ and Ann have owned it, we've come up with several other things. But yeah, it was started by a boxer because he broke his hand. And that's what we try to do now, is save people. Hand injuries is one of our main focuses. And then as far as Peterson Brands, yeah, their history is very unique. And Ann Shields, that is the owner with RJ, her family invented Vice Grip. So they've sold a lot of tools.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have quite a few vice grips in my toolbox. The only brand of vice grips that I would ever get are vice grip type. Great product there. And you mentioning the boxer, working on a car and slamming a hammer into his hand, breaking his hand. That resonates with me because previous to me working here at Rowe-Thrush, I was an automotive mechanic.
I didn't
Did
know
that for 11 years. And while I never did body work, I have used a lot of slide hammers before. Not Sledge, but different types, OTC and stuff like that. The more automotive, for pulling bearings and hubs and stuff like that.
Yep.
But I've definitely held a punch or a chisel and swung a hammer at it plenty of times to knock out a roll pin or something, a rusted up bolt. And I have hit my hand plenty of times, both hands, left and right, with a hammer where I've missed, or a glancing blow where it's hit it, but it slid off and still hit my hand. Luckily, I never broke my hand or anything, but I feel the pain, definitely.
Yeah, that's exactly what we try to eliminate, is swinging a hammer at your hands.
Yeah, that's excellent. So thank you for sharing the history. It is a very rich history that this family-owned business has.